embodiments of love. Greetings to all of you. Today, I will introduce 5 most potent acupressure points to address stress-related, if not mind-related disorders successfully. The diseases such as depression to begin with, anxiety syndrome, insomnia, sleep disorders, amnesia, loss of memory, behavioral disorders, which are rampant given the current context of time. Especially with COVID-19, the facts and the fears have made this disease a global pandemic, which leads to global economic crisis, a sense of instability, a sense of uncertainty. All this will pave the way to stress-related disorders. Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you to join me in locating these 5 acupressure points, which I assure you will address the stress-related diseases from the grassroots level. The first point is on the scalp, which is called Pi-Huidu 20. To locate this, we need to go by 2 anatomical landmarks from the ear. The first is the bottommost point of the earlobe, and the other is the apex, if not highest point of the ear. You draw a straight line, a superficial straight line to connect these two, and extend upwards to meet the midline. And the point is exactly where the intersection is. Now, I will introduce the acupressure points, and on completion, I will also demonstrate the method in which the acupressure can be administered crystal clear. Now, Pi-Huidu 20 is, in Chinese, meeting point of 100 points. And what it implies is that it is a governing point which will ensure that the other points which are used in conjunction will carry out their functions to its optimum efficacy, if not optimum potency. The second reason being, it is one of the most potent sedative points, which becomes a point when used will put you into a state of tranquility, and that's Pi-Huidu 20. The second point is Si Sen Shong Extra 6. Here, there are 4 points which constitute to one acupressure point. Let's look at that. The landmark here is Pi-Huidu 20, from which the first point is 1 thumb breadth anterior, and the other 1 thumb breadth posterior. The next is 1 thumb breadth lateral on the right side, and the other is 1 thumb breadth lateral on the left side. Now, Si Sen Shong in Chinese means the 4 intelligence, which means it enhances the efficacy of Pai Hui by 4 times. It's such a potent tranquilizer point, but it's prudent that all these 4 points together are stimulated to elicit the desired results. The third point is on the right upper limb. Once again, to locate this, we go by 2 anatomical landmarks. The first is the main wrist crease. Having located the first anatomical landmark, the second is the tendon of the flexor carpi ulnaris. To make it protrude, you oppose the thumb together with pinky. When you do that, the tendon by itself becomes prominent. And the point is, now let's use this pen as the tendon for the ease of identification. And the point is at the juncture, lateral side, if not radial side, Shenmen Heart 7. Now this tendon, for those who are interested in anatomy, comes and anchors onto the pisiform bone. Now looking at the wrist bones, there are 8 in total, namely from the thumb towards the pinky, scaphoid, lunate, triquetral, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. These are the 8 wrist bones which constitute the wrist by itself. Now Shenmen Heart 7. Shenmen means door to divinity, and what it implies is that when you use this acupressure point, it opens the gates to divinity, where it allows you to communicate directly with the Almighty. Such potent tranquilizing point. The next is a point which is called Neiguan pericardium 6. Now Neiguan meaning the valley between the two mountains. The two mountains here are the two tendons which would protrude again when you oppose your thumb and the pinky. The tendons namely are flexor carpi radialis and palmaris longus. And the point lies in the middle, which is the valley, 2.5 finger breadth proximal or toward the body between the tendons. So what you do, you keep half the finger at the main wrist crease, and at the base is where the acupressure point is. Neiguan pericardium 6. Now, the Chinese in their wisdom gave equal importance to pericardium, which is the protector of the heart, which is the king. If not for the protector, the king becomes vulnerable. Hence, both were given equal importance. And these 2 points, the pericardium points and the heart point, will address mind-related and the stress-related and also heart-related problems. The next is on the lower limb, on the left lower limb. To locate this, you need to get to another landmark, which is the lateral malleolus or the ankle bone. The point is called Shen Mo, which means pathway to divinity. The point is half of thumb breadth inferior to the tip of the lateral malleolus. So half a thumb breadth from the tip is Shen Mo UB62. Now Chinese in their wisdom used the water point, which is UB62, to neutralize the heart and the pericardium, which are the fire points. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 points, most potent 5 points when used in conjunction with your breathing exercise and intake of water, together with positive frame of mind, as illustrated in my first episode. You can be rest assured that you'll be addressing all the stress-related problems from the grassroots level. Having said this, let me introduce the method in which acupressure needs to be administered. There are 2 methods. The first is rotating and thrusting movement, and the other is pumping and thrusting movement. Now this pressure needs to synchronize simultaneously with your breathing exercise. And the intensity of the pressure is not too gentle, not too hard, just right. Once again, the stimulation per point is ideally 2 minutes is recommended, which means 2 minutes per point and 2 sessions per day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. I also would recommend drinking or consuming a glass of lukewarm water to detox your system soon after a session. And also, I would urge you to avail the services of another person who is dear to you, so that you derive the benefit of healing from their healing energy by itself. Brothers and sisters, today is Buddha Purnima, if not Buddha Jayanti, a very auspicious day which signifies, memorializes, and also is celebrated world over by the Buddhists and the Hindus to mark the birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away of Lord Buddha. May the triple gems, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, bestow blessings on all of you. Having said this, I will be failing in my duty if I don't share a noble quote from one of the greatest teachers of all times, Lord Buddha. In Pali, Arogya Parama Labha translates as health is the greatest wealth, if not greatest profit, or the highest gain. With that note, thank you very much, Mr. Ganesh, and thank you very much for watching. My name is Dr. Selvakumar, signing off until I meet you again soon on another interesting episode. Tervang Saranai, and God bless you all.